Hi, my loves. I wanted to come back and do another quick video, and I am sure this is not aesthetically pleasing, but I'm doing it for the artistic value that it offers. This current energy that I'm in. So right now I'm in another pensive um, vibe, and I just wanted to share a few thoughts that I've been thinking or that I was just having with myself. And I think it's specifically going to help someone. I don't know who, but I know it will. Um so yeah, so just let me get into it. So basically, I was just having a conversation with myself about how um a lot of people are stuck in a cycle that they can't get out of. And they're stuck in this cycle because that's all they know. Like, that's the only thing they've ever been accustomed to. That's the only thing that they've ever experienced. And they're too afraid to break the mold of the structure of life that they've been living. And so someone like me, I'm I'm not afraid to break the mold of the structure of life that I've been existing in and experiencing, because I'm not afraid of what's going to happen to me. I'm not afraid to test life. I'm not afraid to do things differently, because that's just innately who I am. I'm someone that's always pushing the boundaries, and and I do things differently. I don't settle for what doesn't make me feel good, or what doesn't make me feel alive or joyous. So I am someone who's okay with going against the grain, and because I'm someone that is okay with going against the grain, I feel that that's something that I can teach other women how to do. So for me, I'm someone who's in my 40s, and I haven't really mastered my my personal um financial um life. I don't know how to describe that, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this because it has allowed me to live an unconventional life. It's allowed me to have more freedom in a way that most average 40-year-old women don't allow themselves to have, because they're too afraid to break the mold. They're too afraid to let go of what they're accustomed to, the the humdrum of having stability. Um, Stability is something that I've always desired for myself. Stability is something that I've always wanted, but I wanted it. I don't know how to say this. I wanted stability in a way that didn't cost me my peace, right? So I don't want to have to wake up at 7 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, just to create stability for myself and not have a life that I'm excited about and that I'm at peace with and that I'm in love with, just for the peace of mind, the reality of a peace of mind, of because of money or because I'm making a certain amount of money. I think for me, my life has always been about, or it has always been about, so I would say life has always been about trying to live in my authenticity, always finding my truest existence. And that existence calls for me to create a space where I can rest when I need to, or I can travel when I decide, or I can be grounded and stable if that is something that I'm trying to create for myself. So my life has always been about creating what I desired to experience. And that comes with a cost. And the cost is that I don't have the markers that would say I'm successful. But if I look at the markers that pertain to being successful or having success, it would be one, I'm healthy. And that's because health is a marker of success to me, because of the health issues that I um, exist in. Two, I'm alive. You don't get to the age that I am looking the way that I look, having having um, a job or a lifestyle that stresses you out. And not only that, my third marker for success for me and my reality would be what I created for myself. Um, I may not have a whole lot financially, but I have enough to sustain me. So I'm able to sustain myself on a day to day basis, which allows me to have the freedom to choose my schedule, to create the reality that I want to live, to create my day to day living standards. So one day I can rest if my body is telling me that I need to take it easy on myself. And one day I can uh, go hiking because I have the energy to do that, because I created a life that allows me to um, utilize my time the way I see fit for the person that I am, for the body that I live in, for the experience that I'm having as the human being that I am. And so these are my markers for success. This is how I recognize my my life as a success. I don't know how else to put it. And then on top of that, I think I would like to end it. I would like to end the um, conversation that we're having by coming back around to not everyone could live the life that I've lived. I have so many stories of so many experiences, and I'm sure there's so many other people who have um, really in interesting stories or intrinsic stories to offer, distinct stories to offer about how they got to a place where they finally felt um, fulfilled, fulfilled emotionally, fulfilled spiritually, fulfilled mentally, physically, and financially. And it took them many years to get there. And I would have to say that that is my story as well. It's taken me quite a long journey to get to a place where I finally feel like I know what it is that I'm creating for myself. And I have the freedom to do that because I've given that freedom to me. And not every woman can say that they've given that freedom to themselves. I would say some women have disregarded their their desires, their hopes, their dreams in in there's this word that I'm thinking of, in compromise, in order to compromise the reality of a stable life, in order to compromise for the reality of a stable life, which would be um having the house, having the 2 kids or 3 kids, having the husband, having all of these worldly expectations that a woman is supposed to have by a certain time frame in order to fit into society, in order to be accepted in their familial structure, in order to be accepted by friends and their community and social groups that they associate with. And for me, I'm okay with not having any of that and feeling fulfilled because I truly lived authentically to and passionately to the person I wanted to experience myself as, which is someone who was free, someone who could make her own choices and decisions, and someone who could create the life experience and lifestyle that she wanted. And I don't have any regrets. Does it get lonely sometimes? Of course it does, because I yearn to be in love. I yearn for love, but I'm not going to compromise my identity, and I'm not going to compromise my homeostasis. So the way that I feel within my body and within my spirit, my soul, just to fit a mold that is based on an illusion. So, yeah. So, if you are a woman who feels stuck in the same scenario of not going after who and what you truly desire yourself to be, this is my, I don't know the word that I'm trying to come up with, but this is my call to action to get you to wake up. Wake up and think about what have you done? In what ways have you um performed for other people's um, expectation of who you're supposed to be? How have you allowed other people's expectation of who you are to form your reality, to form your identity, and create the life that you're living where you feel unfulfilled? And I implore you to start living from a place that is authentic to your nature, authentic to your internal ontological desire. I'm Editor Majek of the In Her Experience, and this is my rant on existing out of a construct that does not serve the female identity. So, yeah, I don't want to say the female identity. I will say living out of a construct that does not serve a soul, a soul that exists and wants to uh, live outside of what has already been embedded as an institutional structure. So, not living as society has placed on us human beings, but living beyond the confounds of what's been established as life as we know it. So, yeah, I'm going to stop there. Hopefully, you understand what I'm saying. So, I will talk to you in the next video. Take care.